more information.
It has been so much fun bringing you this hour of highlighting ways to throw a wedding here in the Chattanooga area. Once the ceremonies happen, the reception has come to an end. It's been a beautiful event for you and the one you love. You have to get away in style. And so to do that, we have Cody Lawson here from Lawson Limousine. So nice to see you.
Hey, how are you?
What a fun job you have.
Yeah, it gets interesting sometimes.
So you actually have these two limousines. You've brought the bigger one with you today. This guy holds what, 14 people?
14 passengers.
14, then the other one holds 8.
Yes, ma'am.
So you said that just like a wedding is a dream for the couple to have their dream wedding, having your own business was a dream of yours. So you took your love of cars and events and you created this business 3 years ago.
Yep.
So talk to us a little bit about how it works, because you want to make sure that you're there for the couple for whatever they want. Do you take brides and grooms to the wedding also, or are you just when the ceremony's over?
If they want to save a little bit on the cost, they can do a 2-hour minimum before the wedding and then after the wedding. So if they need to the wedding, they can do the 2 hours, and then if they need a getaway car at the end of the night, they can do another 2 hours.
You know, it's the kind of thing that we've heard throughout the hour that you have to act quickly to get the venue and to get the dress. I mean, planning a wedding takes a lot of time. You can forget sometimes about the details. So first of all, does planning the getaway car, the limo in this case, typically fall to the groom?
Yes.
Yes. I knew that was going to be your answer. So do you still encourage guys to act quickly to get on your calendar, or do you try to offer some flexibility where you can?
I try to offer flexibility, but I would say to book a couple of months in advance.
A couple of months?
Yes.
You realize, Cody, that is like a vacation for people who are planning a wedding when they're having to plan 10 and 12 months out. To know that they can choose you with 2 or 3 months left is quite a gift. So you have a 2-hour minimum. Are you often driving couples around town once the event is over and they want to celebrate?
A lot of times they just want to go back to the hotel, but then some other times they want to ride through the city and have a good time before they call it a night.
I think once they open the door and they see inside that limo, of course they'd want to prolong their stay. It is beautiful in there. People associate it often with a party. If you're going to have a beverage, that has to be something that the rider provides. You can't provide that, correct?
I can't supply alcohol, but I stock the limo with ice in the coolers and champagne glasses and wine glasses, and then they can bring whatever beverage they want to bring.
There are kind of some details and things to having a successful business that people might not think of. Because you are a small business, that means that you've kind of got your thumb on everything. When people are booking you, chances are they're actually talking to you.
Oh yeah, yes ma'am.
Talk about the other drivers. You can't do it all, so you have employees as well?
Yes ma'am. I have Nathan and Carlos are my 2 drivers.
So I'm sure that you've kind of gotten into this more, and you have couples that probably come back to you and say, listen, you drove us around for our wedding and we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary. We'd love to relive the moment. Can people book you for trips other than a wedding night?
Absolutely. Anniversaries, we do a lot of anniversaries, birthdays, quinceañeras.
Oh, really?
Yes ma'am. And we're starting to offer our wine tours on the weekends.
Okay, talk about that, because a little bird told me about the wine tours that you do. How does that work?
We go to 4 different wineries, and it's a 5-hour tour, and the big limo is $550, and then the 8-passenger limo is $450.
Okay.
And we take you to 4 different wineries and let you do wine tasting responsibly, and then we take you back to your house.
So, and for the big limo, that's 14 people,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Who can share in that cost.
Split the cost.
Now, didn't you also tell me that you've expanded, and at Christmas time, people can do tours of Christmas lights?
Yes, ma'am. During the month of December, we do a 2-hour Christmas light tour where we take you around Chattanooga to some of the best Christmas lights to enjoy with your friends and family.
Okay, it all depends too what you're wanting out of your photography sessions. Again, with that 2-hour minimum, people can book you really as they need. If they wanted to get pictures in front of the limo with the bride and groom, whatever length of time they need you, you're there to supply it.
Yes, ma'am. A lot of other limo services have like 4 and 5-hour minimums, and I wanted to make it so that they didn't have to spend so much money at one time if they just needed it for 2 hours for a pickup and drop off.
Well, it's beautiful, and remind us of what this limo is. What kind of car is it?
It's a Ford Excursion
Okay,
SUV.
that has been expanded and jacked up to be a dream come true. So if you are looking for the perfect way to get away, end your magical wedding in style, Cody Lawson would love to hear from you at Lawson Limousine. How do they get in touch with you, Cody?
You can find us on Google or Facebook.
This has been such a fun hour for us to bring to you. If you are a bride or a groom planning a wedding, hopefully you learned a thing or two. Thanks to all of the businesses who helped bring this to fruition. May your wedding dreams come true. For me, it is back to work, but I'm heading back to the station in style. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Technology is everywhere. Count on Local 3 News.